Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waters-Wilkins Stadium, home of the Cedar Shoals Jaguars. Tonight, the Jags will be kicking off the season facing the Madison County Red Raiders. My name is Denton Redmond, alongside Scott Wells.
So the keys to the game for Madison is they're going to have to control the line. Sorry about that. We had some technical issues. But so the keys to the game for Madison is they're going to have to control the line of scrimmage, and they hope to avoid turnovers completely due to Cedar's strong offensive power.
And for Cedar, they trying to achieve their game plan, execute their game plan as best as they possibly can, and, of course, stay healthy. It rained for about 2 hours here, and the fields are soaked, but they're going to try and play some football tonight.
Yeah, we thought the game might not happen because there is a good chance of someone getting injured tonight, but hopefully that doesn't happen and we have a good game.
And for Cedar Shoals, some of the big storylines have been the quarterback story. For one, the offensive story has been pretty big. We lost multiple seniors, all played offense, so really one returning rusher from last year, Colbert, the running back, had 10 carries and 65 yards. Not a lot of rep time, but, I mean, that's their returning running back. And Keanu Smith, starting quarterback, almost threw for 1,000 yards, had about 300 yards running, and that trio behind the backfield really helped us out last year.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We lost 4 of our key offensive players, but yeah, we have a lot of good players coming up. We have Jalen Rusher, the senior quarterback, who will be starting tonight, and we're really excited to see what we can get from him. The coach has told us that he can be a running quarterback, so we'll see how that comes into play. Yeah,
and Jalen's speed really kind of helped them secure that spot. I mean, this offense has been ran by a mobile quarterback for about 4 years now. So for him, that just slides back into that position. He's got a little bit of better arm than him. And Renardo Frost, the sophomore backup quarterback at this point right now, I mean, his arm is tremendous. We were watching some of his practice reps, and I mean, Jalen and him just dotting passes up left and right, throwing just perfect passes to receiver, it looked like.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cedar Shoals did look good in their scrimmage that they had last week. They were able to win 36-13, which is a very good score. And, yeah, hopefully they can transfer that over to this game.
And last season, when these two teams met up in the first game of the season as well, Cedar took the W and won at a margin of 23-3. And the key players for Cedar Shoals for this season will be senior tight end Raquel Willingham, number 17. Last year, 22 receptions, 345 passing yards caught, and 5 touchdowns. And then Jaden Williams, the returning senior wide receiver, the do-it-all man from last year. He does punt returns, kick returns, receives, plays a little cornerback at times too. He had 24 receptions for 253 yards and 4 receiving touchdowns. So we're going to see these two teams take the field here. They're going to do their introductions, and hopefully we can get this game started.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be an interesting one. Cedar was definitely the dominant team last year, but they have lost a lot of that offensive power. But we'll see what these new players can do for the team. And Sue comes out triumphant.
Yeah, we did lose a lot of offensive players, but defense had a really big impact. Two cornerbacks, Cameron Hudson and Jamal Boyd, lost. Both went to Tennessee Tech on scholarship last year. And the Jaguars are just introduced. Student section roaring. Both teams are ready to go. And about ready to play some football. See as the players jumping around the field, puddles coming up around that 40-yard line, going to the left towards the scoreboard. So we're going to see how that's going to affect the game.
Yeah, these players have to be riled up. They've been waiting for hours to play, so energy is definitely high.
Yeah, the Cedar team came out about 6:36 to warm up, and then lightning started to strike and just went down here from there, poured for about 2 hours, and now finally we're out here trying to play some football. So we're waiting to see who will kick off. It looks to be Cedar Shoals will start on offense depending on this kickoff. It is wet. The ball is soaked. The field is absolutely drenched. So expect them to be lots of running. That's what I thought personally. The running game is going to be the best way for both of these teams. And Madison County is running the triple option. So they have the option of handing it off to their running back or their quarterback keeping it for the run.
Yeah, and Madison County does look versatile, but Cedar Shoals head coach Leroy Riles, has said that they have been practicing defending the triple option, and they went up against it in a couple scrimmages this summer.
And we're waiting the kickoff. It looks to be some type of short kick, it looks like, or that's just how the kicker looks. Waiting for his line to get ready. Whistle blows. And the kick. High kick. Big hit. Ball went out of bounds. I mean, that just plays. That's their game plan. They want to try and kick high in the air. They got two guys fast, met immediately as the Jaguar caught him. So now the Jaguar offense will take the field for the first time this season. Jalen Rusher, senior quarterback, played wide receiver and DB last year. Waiting to see how this first drive is going to occur. Single back formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right of Rusher. And he's actually going to drop back into the shotgun. The snap looks to be hand off. Met in the backfield by number 47 of Madison County. And Colbert getting up slowly.
It's the first play of the game. How can it not be a?
Looks to be a penalty.
And the refs are discussing right now.
Hunter Samples taking down Colbert in the backfield right there. There is a flag on the far side. And that's gonna be on Madison County. Couldn't hear the 5-yard penalty, so it looks to be a personal foul on Madison County. So that yardage basically, that loss of yardage went to nothing right there.
And it remains first down for Cedar Shoals.
1st and 5 right here. Same formation, Williams and Willingham to the left. Colbert in the backfield. Jalen's going to call out the play right here. Rusher, strong voice, as Riles said. Good leader. Rusher under center. High formation puts Jalen Jackson in motion. Hand off to Colbert. Colbert pops to the outside. He's going to try and get some room right here, going backwards, and that's about a 4-yard gain right there.
Yeah.
Might even be a first down.
And when we talked to Jalen Rusher earlier this week, he said how he's really excited about this season and being able to lead this team. So, and that's what they need from their quarterback this year. With a new quarterback, it's going to be really important for him to show leadership for this emerging team.
Yeah, not only is he a senior and excited to be leading, but he's the quarterback this season. I mean, that's the biggest leaders in all sports, the quarterback. So they're going to line up in the I formation, 2 to Rusher's right, lined up on that left hash mark. Handoff straight up the middle, and they're going to have enough for the first down, going to about the 45-yard line. Picks up the first down of the game, first down of the season. I mean, they had to work for it.
Yeah,
Madison County was coming at them.
This has been a continuous theme of Cedar Shoals is a very strong rushing game throughout the years, and it looks like it might be returning this year.
Yeah, and Caleb Allen, the sophomore, keeps popping in and out, trying in that fullback position. And the ref just fell over on the sideline. And just tells into how the field conditions are. Shotgun formation. Jackson back in motion, setting up to the side. Passed. Tried to do a little option there from Rusher, just slipped out of his hands a little bit, and Williams couldn't get his feet down. That's a catch, but it's for negative yardage. It's going to be about 2nd and 11 right there. Make some changes. Coach Riles is going to send in Allen.
Yeah, and it's going to be very exciting to see how Cedar Shoals develops over this year because, as we said, there's a lot of new players on the team, and this night is just going to be a little example of what they're capable of.
Yeah, a lot of your young guys. So shotgun 2 in the backfield with Rusher. Takes the snap. Pass over to 18. That's a first down. Number 18, Caden Barnes with a big catch for 11 yards. First down, Jaguars. I mean, that speaks to his arm. You may be a running quarterback. You may be physical, but That was a good pass, good route by number 18, Barnes.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what Cedar Shoals needs is a versatile thrower. He can both throw and run the ball. And so far, the Jags are looking very good out here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, marching down the field, 9:46 left to go in this first quarter, excuse me. I formation. Gonna hand it off. Tackled right in the backfield. I mean, number 4 from Madison County, Hubbard, got back there almost instantly after that snap. Still be able to pick up a yard from Colbert right there. Madison County's defensive line, I mean, this is what they said they wanted to do. They wanted to control the line of scrimmage on offense and defense, and from a few snaps in this game, it appears like they are indeed keeping control of that line. So Rusher's going to call the play right here. Step back with his 2 running backs, 2 to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap, hands it off. Colbert's going to break free. And he got past the line. Looked like he might have got caught, but he broke through for like at least 6-7 yards right there. They'll call it a 6-yard pickup. 2nd and 3 right there.
Yeah.
Or 3rd and 3, excuse me.
So far, the rushing game does look pretty good for Cedar Shoals.
Yeah, Cedar Shoals have been a very good running team from year in, year out. Last year, total up almost 1,400 rushing yards almost. Or, excuse me, more than that. But, I mean, it's just ground game has been strong. Pass over to Jaden Williams, excuse me, and that's a 1st down. Good snag by Williams. Good pass by Rusher.
Yeah, and Williams is a senior, and he is one of the key players that we were talking about earlier. He's a veteran of the team, and he's showing that he can perform.
That's about a 13-yard pickup right there. Strong hands from Williams right there. Caught that. Cornerback was right on his back when he caught that. Held on to it. I mean, perfect placement by Rusher, too. Single back in the single backfield. It's Colbert. Williams and Willingham to his left. Jackson in motion. Colbert breaks 1 tackle, gets stopped, and he's breaking more tackles. Almost to the 1st down marker. That's a gain of 9.
And Colbert is doing extremely well right now. He's already gotten a lot of rushing yards. Hopefully he can just keep adding on to that throughout the night.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a bigger workload now that nobody's in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's used to having 3 supporting running backs that are very good, and now he's got to, show the ways for the new people.
Yeah, he definitely learned a lot from Smith, Bankston, and Walker last season. I formation now. 2 to his left. Take the snap. Give it a fullback dive right here. Good yard, 1st down, and onto the 10. It's going to be a 5-yard gain by, I believe that was Allen. The sophomore, Colby Allen. Caleb Allen, excuse me. Jaguars 1st down. They're in the red zone. See what they do down here, deep in the trenches.
And Colbert has really been pushing that ball forward. I wonder if they'll fall back onto him again to get even closer to that 1st touchdown of the season.
1 running back shotgun. Rusher's going to pull it back. Try to dump it down to Allen, but just ball slipped out of his hands. And now he is a lefty. He's usually right-handed quarterbacks have come through Cedar, but he is a lefty, so he's able to roll to the left. In this case, it's to the weak side, so he doesn't have a lot of running room. That pass just kind of looked kind of forced. Madison was in the backfield once again, too. 6:37, standing still on the clock. Incomplete pass by Rusher in the red zone. 2nd and 10, ball on the 11. Single back, shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action. Rusher's trying to take it all the way. He's breaking 1 tackle into the 5. And there's a flag on the field. And we're going to touchdown, Jaguars. Depending on this penalty flag down on the field, Rusher just blew through it, and Rusher looks to be upset. Looks to be on Cedar Shoals, probably a holding. We'll wait the call. I mean, Rusher just powered through those guys. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. That was just amazing play by him. And once again, this is showing his versatility on the field.
holding on the Jaguars. So that play is going to be reversed. I'm going to take it back. I mean, that was just a beautiful run by Rusher, designed quarterback keeper. I mean, that's just the physicality of him. You saw him break 2-3 tackles there, even bigger guys bigger than him.
Yeah, the fact is, even though it did get called back, absolutely Jalen Rusher is showing what he can do.
Now 2nd and 16 now. Ball all the way back on the 15 now. Still in the red zone, but it's going to be harder to push this ball through now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they just lost a lot of yards, and when you're that close to the touchdown, that's really a hard thing to do.
Especially when you have a touchdown in your hands versus try to get that jump from Madison County. Rusher's looking over to the ref like, you can see that? He's going to call another play. I guess they try to get those yards back. Clock is ticking under 6 minutes now in this first quarter, and there's going to be a flag. You know, wait, there's no play clock. Looks to be on Cedar Shoals. It is indeed delay of game, so I guess they do have a play clock that we cannot see on the scoreboard, or game clock, excuse
Cedar
me.
Shoals just went from getting a touchdown all the way back to 2nd and 21.
Yeah,
And this is not what they want to be doing.
basically went back 21 yards from there they were. We're just going to get the snap, rolling to the left, pass out to number 5. Armstrong, the sophomore, and just dropped it. I mean, it's hard. It's very, very, very hard to try and roll out and especially get that pass out when it's this wet.
And now 3rd down. If they can't convert here, it might be time to send out the special teams for the first time.
And Gabe Bush, soccer player, turned kicker from last year. That was the storyline. Now he's getting reps at wide receiver, so we'll see if they'll send out him or Will Fang if they fail to convert this. And Browns might even go for it too. Rusher back with Colbert. And drop back. A lot of pressure. Dump down to Colbert. He's going to have room. He's going to try to make one man miss. He does. He gets into the 10. And, I mean, he hit him. He hit him late.
Yeah, that did look like a late hit for sure from up here.
No flag called, though. So they are going to be on the 11. Good little dump down by Colbert. Looked to be a design dump down from the beginning. They had guards and tackles pulled from the beginning. So the offense is going to stay on. Oh, excuse me. Gabe Bush is out there. Going to attempt this field goal. Clock is stopped at 5:26. Gabe Bush setting up for the kick. The kick is up, and it is good. Jaguars strike first with a field goal from Gabe Bush on looked to be a touchdown run, but due to penalties.
Yeah, and a great way to start off their first possession. So now I'm going to hand it over to Cyalan Easwaran for the rest of this game.
And I'm going to
there was a swap between the announcers. 2 of them had to go take an SAT. I'm Patrick Redmond. This is
Cyalan Easwaran.
And we're going to be doing the game now. So Cedar Shoals just got a field goal, obviously.
And yeah, now Cedar Shoals is about to kick off the ball. Pretty efficient drive to start off the game by Cedar Shoals. Fortunately, only ended in 3 points, but really efficient from Jalen Rusher.
Yeah, some of those runs were almost golden, but poor mistakes. Just put them back. Here's a kickoff from Will Fang. Seems almost like a straight kick.
Oh, he muffed it a little bit.
He's going to break through a couple tackles. Oh, he's going to break through a couple, more than a couple, actually. down at about the 45.
Yeah, really good return there by Madison County. Let's see how their offense stacks up against our defense, Cedar Shoals defense. So Madison County now about to start their first drive of the game.
Yes, and this is the first drive for them this season. So I guess we'll see how this goes. If it goes anywhere near Cedar, then we're going to have a close game.
A really good field position to start out for Madison County. A little bit of a bust in the special teams coverage by Cedar Shoals. We'll see what they can do from here.
Just a little slippage can get a long way for the other team. Snap and the run to number 20. Oh, and a fumble. And then it's Cedar's ball.
Wow, really good play by the defensive line there, forcing the ball loose and then pouncing on it. Now they're the ones with great field position and a chance to go up by 2 possessions here to start off the game.
First play of the season, and Madison County has already turned the tables on themselves. What great defense by Cedar Shoals.
So now we'll see what Jalen Rusher can do with this excellent field position here. All right, looks like one receiver to the left, one receiver to the right here.
High formation, let's see what they can do. Well, there's already an early flag on the play.
Jalen Rusher's looking to go deep. Oh,
that is incomplete pass.
Almost.
But there is a flag on the play, so let's see. Seems to be on Cedar.
It might be a false start.
Looks like they're going to restart the play at a 1st and 15.
Yep, it's a false start. So here we go, Cedar Shoals, 1st and 15.
Run up the middle by Cedar doesn't seem to get them much yardage. About 1st and 12, or 2nd and 12 now, sorry.
Right, 2nd and 12. Let's see what Cedar Shoals can do on their second drive of the game.
They were pretty efficient with their first drive, I guess. We'll see what we can do. Jalen Rusher, hand off to number 25, I think. Another run play, pretty efficient. Looks to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it looks like Caleb Rusher on that run there, 4-yard, 6-yard gain. So now some subs are coming in. Looks like number 13, Jalen Cooper coming in at wide receiver. And Jalen Rusher, he steps back. Looks like he's going to
run up the middle by Jalen Rusher. That's a 1st down. And he got tripped up at about the 35.
Yeah, really good running by Jalen Rusher. He saw the open room and he just took off right there. Great play by Jalen Rusher. Already proving himself on this team, making some really good plays for this team.
Yeah, already proving to be a pretty good replacement for Giannis and the rest that left last year. And I guess we'll see what he can do as a mobile quarterback.
All right, so 1st and 10 and around the 34-yard line. Jalen Rusher looking to pass. Oh, just out of his reach. Rolling to the left there. So now here we go, 2nd and 10. from around the 33-yard line.
There's only 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and there seems to be tension between these two teams, if I'm not mistaken.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper here, and that's going to go nowhere as Madison County defensive line are all over that play.
About 3rd and 12 now. Looks like Madison County's not going to let that fumble get Cedar anywhere.
3rd and 12. It's a little bit out of reach for Gabe Bush's field goal range, so we probably need to get at least a first down here in order to go for 3.
Pass by Jalen Rusher is incomplete.
That'll bring up
Number
4th
12,
down.
Jaden Williams.
Looks like the punting team is coming out now.
We'll see what they can do here with the wet football. As you can see, players running on and off the field, splashing through puddles.
Yeah, condition here on the football field is really actually playing a big factor in this game in terms of where they want to kick the field goal. That's going to be huge. But right now,
The big factor on the passing game too, because you can tell that it's slipped out of the quarterback's hands a few times.
so here's the punt. It's going to land right around the
High punt
13-yard
outside.
line. Going to go out of bounds near the 10. So now Madison County
Madison
We'll start
County
there.
starting at the 11-yard line, it seems.
first drive didn't go as planned. Let's see what they can do here on this second drive.
We'll see what Madison County's Colby Smith can do for them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from around the 10-yard line, Madison County. Let's see what they can do.
Probably going to pull their infamous triple option.
It's a little bit of a bunch formation here. Could be expecting a run. That's exactly what it is.
Run to
And
the
a
outside
fumble on
and a
the
fumble
play.
again. Madison County seems to have recovered it though. Further back than before. That's about 2nd and 14, if I'm not mistaken.
So that shows that slippery field and a wet ball possibly could be a huge factor in this game's causing particular impact on Madison County right now. 2 fumbles already in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can tell that so far Cedar doesn't seem to be that phased about it, but Madison County's already had 2 fumbles and it's not even the second quarter. Same formation as before. See what they can do here.
So 2nd and 13 for Madison County here.
They're going to pull another run to the
Just
outside.
leaving.
Oh, and that's a safety.
Wow, Cedar Shoals was all over that play. Looks like they really sniffed that one out. And Madison County off to a pretty bad start in the run game.
And Madison County does seem to be pretty rough, seeing that Cedar has already made them give up a fumble and made them give up a safety. It's not looking good for Madison County so far.
Just about a minute and 58 left in the game. It's going to be 5-0 Cedar Shoals, and they will get the ball back. So plenty of opportunities for Jalen Rusher early in this game to really prove to his team that he's capable of filling some big shoes.
Yeah, he's very capable.
Cedar Shoals is now coming back on the field here. Ready to
Still
take-
waiting on Madison County to see what they're going to do. Of course, they have to kick it off, though. One minute and 58 left in the first quarter, and Cedar Shoals is already on their 3rd drive of the game. First was successful with a field goal, second was unsuccessful, but they did get a safety. So we'll see what they can do with this one.
Here we go, Cedar Shoals ready to return this kick. And we'll see what Jordavian Colbert can do on this kickoff return.
Hopefully the slippery ball doesn't get the best of them. Looks like they're going to do a punt for a kickoff.
And it goes pretty deep.
Backpedaling.
And Colbert's going to return it here. Looks like he's found a little room.
Dodging
He's
a
gonna
few.
try and bounce the outside. There's a flag on the
Stiff arm.
play. But Colbert gets all the way into Madison County territory.
At about the 48-yard line.
But hang on, let's see what the flag is.
That is a penalty on Cedar Shoals.
Must have been a block in the back by Cedar Shoals.
Probably.
Early penalties by Cedar Shoals causing them difficulties in getting good field position.
These early penalties are really going to be the death of them if they keep this up.
And while all the way back to around the 23-yard line, what could have been into Madison County territory ends up being all the way back to their own 23. So
Yeah,
Jalen-
Cedar, this game is no stranger to big changes because they had a touchdown and then flag made that turn into a, I
So-
believe, 3rd and 21, and now they went from good yardage to their own 24-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be a toss.
There's already a flag on the play again. Looks like Madison County is all over them, making it about a 2nd and 11, but we'll see what this flag is.
This looks like it's going to be on Cedar Shoals, a legal substitution. That's going to put them even further back. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. Boy, penalties are really plaguing them. to open out
Coach
this
Riles
game.
does not seem to be happy about that.
Very frustrated right now for Coach Riles. And we'll see what Jalen Rusher can do. 1st and 5, or 1st and 15. On the 24-yard line.
We'll see if they can get more positive yardage because right now the negative yardage is really killing them.
It really is. Looks like everyone's just about lined up for the snap. Here's a snap.
Run up to the inside.
Yep, run up the inside just for
Looks
a
like
couple
he got
yards
enough
here.
yardage to get them back within the 10-yard range.
So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's right. It's 3rd and 7 for Cedar Shoals. Let's see what they can do here. If they can't get it here, they're going
They
to have to
two
pull out Will
receivers to
Fang.
the right.
See what they can do with his I formation.
Jalen Rusher take the snap here, hands it off.
Run up the middle again, and
run
it
up
seems
the
like it's going to
middle.
get them a
He's
first
got a little
down
bit
and
of room
more.
and more, all the way down to the 45-yard line. Really good run by Fost over there, number 10. I'm sorry, I said Fost, I meant Colbert. But despite really good run, really good lane to run through, looks like Cedar Shoals really taking advantage of the Madison County defensive coverages to open out this game.
Yeah, not only the ball is slippery, it seems like our running backs are slippery too.
And they go fast, they hand it off again.
Go up the
And
middle again, and it
makes a
seems like he
couple
breaks through a
people-
couple tackles, yeah.
Gets about 4 yards there. So now it's going to be 2nd and 6 to the 49.
Number 35, Colbert, already has 45 yards in the game.
And a little swing pass all the way down, and it's going to be another first down for Cedar Shoals. And Rusher's making some really good reads to open out the game.
Looks like it's first down at about the 40-yard line.
So now they're really starting to move down the field here, Cedar Shoals.
Finally picking up some momentum after all those flags.
So here we go. Jalen Rusher's going to keep it himself. And
He's going to go through the middle.
He's going to get around 5 yards right there. Jalen Rusher, wow, really good dual threat quarterback to replace the senior quarterback from last year. Jalen Rusher is proving himself quite well in this game.
Yeah, Keanu Smith was a very mobile quarterback, and it seems like he barely went anywhere because Jalen Rusher has just
So Jalen Rusher, 34 yards driven so far. Starting out the quarter here in opponent's territory. Let's see what they can do.
they're no stranger to the opponent's territory, obviously. Or 5-0 with a safety or in the first quarter. Sorry.
So here we go. 2nd and 6 to start out the second quarter. Jalen Rusher will take the snap. Looks like he's going to throw here. His swing
Throw to
pass.
Raquel Williams.
And it'll go
Got
all
him to
the way
about
past the 30-yard line. Should be enough for the first down. Cedar Shoals moving the chains.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2, actually, at about the 31-yard line.
Oh, my bad, partner. 3rd and 2.
Very good catch by Raquel Willingham. Let's see what they can do with this one. Pulling the I formation.
They hand it off to the running back here. And
Run up the middle. He's going to get
first down. Really nice cut there by Colbert, number 35. And that's going to move the chains right there.
You can see these runs up the middle are really going to be great for them. Really utilizing that to their advantage.
They're really able to find those key lanes to run through. Been able to get some really good yardage from that. We'll see what they can do now on a 1st and 10 from the 30. Or sorry, from around the 21. Looks like it's going to be play action. Jalen Rusher is going to
keep the ball himself. Only got about 2 yards off of it, though.
Wasn't much there for Jalen Rusher, as that time Madison County was able to cover that well up.
Jalen Rusher's trying his best to be a mobile quarterback, but is he trying too much? It's worked sometimes over here, but
really I think the key for him is just going to stay calm, stay composure, or have some composure. There is a lot of pressure on him to do well in this game. I'd say so far he's done pretty well.
run up the middle. He's got about 5 or 6 yards on that.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 2 again. Cedar
Ball on
Shoals
the
well in
18-yard line.
field goal range. So possibly able to go up 8 points, but obviously we know that they want more.
They're probably going to pull a run up the middle again to get that first down. Seems like there's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be false start. Sorry, offsides.
Looks like an illegal procedure by Cedar Shoals. It's going to move it back to 3rd and 7.
These flags are still really killing them.
So here we go, 3rd and 7. Let's see what Jalen Rusher can do.
Timeout by Cedar. I guess they're going to rearrange themselves. Try to pick up some positive yardage after this timeout.
Cedar Shoals really looking to go up by 2 scores here. Get a little bit more momentum. I'd say despite all the penalties, Cedar Shoals offense is putting up pretty good numbers right now, moving down the field efficiently.
They seem to keep picking up momentum, but then just hitting a brick wall with all these fouls.
That's
I mean,
right.
flags, sorry.
And getting in the red zone, really trying to capitalize there.
Other team really feeling rushing pressure right now. Running straight up the middle. But are they going to surprise them with a throw every once in a while?
Right. So here we go. Let's see. In the red zone, Cedar Shoals for the 2nd time today. Let's see if they can capitalize this time.
Last time they were in this situation, ended in a touchdown, but with a flag. Ending with a turnover.
Very spread out look. Jalen Rusher looking to pass. Looks like
Pass
he's
to
gonna
Raquel
screenplay.
Willingham.
He's got a little bit of room. It's all the way down to
About the
right.
6-yard line.
It's a really good screen pass right there by Jalen Rusher. The short pass has really been working for Cedar Shoals here today.
The shotgun passes to Raquel Willingham are really getting them yards too.
So here we go. 1st and goal from the 6. Let's see. Can they punch it in right here?
We'll see what this offense can do. Snap in the I formation. Not going to get them many yards, it
The
seems.
2nd effort, but still isn't able to quite get that many yards.
Looks like it's either going to be 2nd and 6 or 7.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 here. 9:47 left in the quarter. Let's see what.
Still plenty of time for Cedar to squeeze in this touchdown. Shotgun formation.
Here we go.
Jalen Rusher with a
looking
fake
to throw,
pass.
and that's going to be all stuffed out by the Madison defense. It's going to be 3rd and goal from right around the same place.
Looks like the Cedar offense is struggling to gain some yardage in the red zone. Madison County defense is obviously feeling a lot of pressure in the midfield. And it seems like they've tensed up.
Seems like they've really been able to capitalize here in the red zone.
Gonna pull the I formation.
2 receivers to the right. Motion by the back, hands it off. And Colbert's pushing his way forward. He's going to get right past the 5-yard line, right around to the 4. So it's going to be 4th and goal.
4th and at the 3-yard line. Only question is, are they gonna try to go for it and get the touchdown, or are they gonna rely on their kickers to get a field goal?
The one thing, it looks like their offense is staying on the field. Still really early in the game. But it looks like Coach Rouse really wants to put some points on the board. 4th and 3. Let's see what Cedar Shoals can do here. Can they go up by 2 possessions? Jalen Rusher
Pass to
looking
Raquel
throw.
Willingham is good for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Raquel Willingham. So Jalen Rusher is able to score in the passing game for his first touchdown of the season. to Rakeel Willingham.
As I said earlier, the shotgun passes to Rakeel Willingham are really going to get them far. And as told, they got them their first touchdown of the season. Let's see how this goes.
So it looks like they might want to go for 2 here, possibly go up by 13 points.
Madison County still scoreless.
Players are heading back to the sideline here.
Looks like they're going to talk it out. Madison County coaches are not happy with what's happening right now.
Yeah, really not how they wanted their defense to show out today.
Definitely not how they wanted to start out the season either. I mean, what team wants to start out with 11-0 in the second quarter with a safety?
And their first play being a fumble. Fumbled by the running back.
Jalen Rusher going out, and there is no kicker, so they are going for 2.
Looks like they are.
I wonder if they're going to pull their...
So common formation here that we've seen really today. 2
Run up
receivers
the
to the
middle.
right, and then bunched up.
Stay in the I formation, which seems to be working.
He's going to toss
Hand
it
off.
outside. Can he get there yet? Oh,
Looks like he was a little short.
short, yep.
It's going to stay 11-0. And it's time for Madison County's third possession. They've had fumbles on the past 2, but they recovered one of them.
So Cedar Shoals, despite not getting the 2-point conversion, still able to go up by 2 scores here. Really, really good composure by Jalen Rusher, really to get into the end zone. You know, on the 4th and goal right there. That's really something you want in your quarterback, right? For him to stay calm in the face of pressure.
Yeah, that seems to be a big thing that he deals with. Obviously, he's handling it well, but can he keep that up?
So now Cedar Shoals will get ready to kick off the ball. Will Fang.
Wolfang's kicking abilities seem to be very effective so far.
Colbert's really been able to capitalize for this offense as well. 67 rushing yards so far in the first half. Might be able to break that 100 mark today.
He might even be able to break the 100 mark before the first half ends, because there's still 8 minutes left. Kickoff from Wolfang. Far.
And wow, that was a really good one.
Number 3
Goes all
receives
the
at
way
about
to
the 8.
7-yard line, and he's looking to go to the right.
Looks like
got
he's not going to
nowhere
go far from
go,
there.
and he's going to end up being roundabout at the 15-yard line.
Looks like he got pounded down a little before that. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Madison County at about the 14-yard line. They seem to keep up these fumbles. It seems like it's going to be a really good game for Cedar.
Sure is. Here we go, Madison County on the field right now. So here we go.
Going to pull the triple option. It seems to get them negative yardage.
Yeah, nowhere to go there. Cedar Shoals defense really locking up in this first half.
Looks it's going to be about 2nd and 12 from the 15-yard line.
If Cedar Shoals is able to keep this up, they're going to end up having really good field position again. Let's see what they can do on 2nd down.
Let's see if Colby Smith from Madison County can get them some yards. So far, they haven't gotten many yards.
Yeah, not too efficient of a first half for Madison County, but they can really change that this drive. As this looks like it's going to be a run, stretch run.
Run by Martavian Cooper.
And gets
right
them
up the
about
right
3.
side. Got them about 5 yards as it's 3rd and 7 on the 13-yard line. Or sorry, the 22-yard line.
So here we go, 3rd and 7. If Cedar Shoals can get a stop here, that'll really put them in good shape.
Madison County going with their triple option again.
And they
Run
hand
up
ball
the middle.
And looks like he's going to be stuffed right around there.
Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 4.
4th and 7. And looks like the punting team is going to come out. So Cedar Shoals is able to get a stop and has a chance to start their offense with really good field possession if they can just get a good return here on this punt.
It almost seems like Cedar's pressure on defense and offense is just overwhelming Madison County.
The student sections really come out today, showing their pride despite the delay in this game. The fandom here is crazy. And a high punt. It's going to be fielded right around the 40. Fair catch.
Poor catch will get him at about the 41-yard line, or the 39-yard line, sorry.
So here comes Cyalan Rusher again.
Let's see if him and his offense can get more yards and hopefully another touchdown for these Jaguars.
These Jaguars, despite all of these penalties, are really coming out swinging here in the first half. Really able to exploit that Madison County defensive lineman and secondary or linebacker level. Really able to get into the second level with Colbert. And they hand it off to Colbert again.
Way up the middle.
Another
Seems like he's break a few tackles down to about the Madison County 41.
So there you see again the secondary for Madison County kind of breaking down there. And now it's going to be another first down for Cedar Shoals into opponent's territory.
Seems like they got plenty of time on the clock to just run it out and get as many plays in as possible. We got 5:10 on the clock.
And they're going to do another swing pass dropped.
Pass to Akil Williams.
Has really favored that this game. The swing pass outright, put 2 receivers on the right, and try and get the edge. That's really been working for them. And tonight, Cedar Shoals student section is doing a camo out to support their home team for the first game of the season. Student section's actually been a really good job supporting their team.
They were having a little bit of a rough time coming out last year, but this year really going with a bang early in the season.
And Cyalan Rusher's going to take it up the middle again, and it looks like it's going to be another first down or close to it.
And there's a flag on the play. These flags really keep stopping their momentum. Let's see what this one is.
Haven't told us what the flag was yet.
It seems to be unclear between the officials themselves what the flag was. There is no flag on the play.
The flag is waved off indeed. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Seems like one of the refs was just trigger happy. We're going to go from 3rd and 2. Probably going to run up the middle.
Well, they do have the 2 receivers out to the right again.
Going in the shotgun formation, it seems.
And it looks like Cyalan Rusher's looking to pass. And what a dart. Cyalan Rusher's really been able to capitalize in the short pass game as they get another first down.
Pass to Jaden Williams is successful. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 26. with 4:41 left in the quarter. Let's see what they can do, if they can capitalize on this or not.
Possibly go up by 3 touchdowns here. Let's see if they can do it. Madison County lining up with 1 high safety and then man across the board as he's going to hand it to Colbert. Colbert's going to cut inside and get himself a nice yardage, a nice chunk of yardage right there, right around 7 yards. And now it's going to be 2nd down and 3.
Really going out strong early, trying to get the points up, make it rough for Madison County in the second half.
So here we go.
Jalen Rusher running the I formation.
Motions the tight end. He's going to hand it off to the running. He's going to keep it himself. And
seems like it's going to be negative yardage. It's about 3rd and about 6 or 5.
so it's going to be 3rd and 3.
3rd and 7.
Right around the 25-yard line. Just about field goal range for kicker Gabriel Bush. But let's see what they can do here. 3rd and 7. This time they align 2 receivers to
Haven't
the left.
been that effective with the 3rd down conversions.
Jalen Rusher drops back. He's going to throw the screen pass, and he's going to get the first down.
He's not going to get the first down.
No,
he's going to be a little short.
He is
He's going to be at about the 20, or about the 19-yard line. Sorry. So it is going to be about 4th and 2.
Yep, 4th and 2, and they seem to be keeping the offense on the field. They want to go up by 3 scores here. 4th and 1, actually. And so here, Jalen Rusher is faced with another 4th down situation right about close to the red zone. Let's see what they can do. Inside the red zone, actually.
Up, whistle blown early. It's going to be a timeout, Madison. It looks like these bold decisions are, they're going to try to use these bold decisions to get them early, or ahead early. Earlier they tried to get the 2-point conversion and that was unsuccessful, but it looks like they're going to go for the 4th down conversion.
Yeah, they did. They are 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions. That being Jalen Rusher's first touchdown pass of the season.
Madison County coming out onto the field right now. Let's see what Jalen Rusher's offense can do right now on a 4th and 1, 19-yard line.
Can they convert it here?
I formation, probably going to go up the middle.
Once again, 2 receivers to the left. They are going up the middle. And it looks like he's
That is
gonna
a
have
successful first down.
And more. Getting all the way inside
All about the 13-yard line.
13-yard line. This is going to be 1st and 10 from there.
Only 13 yards from their 2nd touchdown of the season. And it'll get them ahead by 17 points in the first half.
Extremely good interior attack from the Cedar Shoals rushing game. Colbert's really having himself a game. And here they're going to have a loss of yardage on the play. It's going to bring it back around to the 15-yard line. With 2:13 left in the first half, they still have plenty of time to get into the end zone. They'll likely have to stop Madison County after this drive is over.
Looks like they're going to drop back into the shotgun formation. It looks like they're actually moving the ball back. Illegal shift on Cedar.
No, Madison, so it's going to be 1st and 5. Oh, no, never mind. It's actually going to be it's on Cedar. Wait.
Run up the middle, or sorry, along the outside. Going to get them positive yardage at the 6-yard line.
So that's going to make up for the penalty a little bit.
It'll be 2nd and 3. See what they can do with this.
So yeah, 2nd and 3. Let's see what they can do.
If I were to guess what they're going to do, they're probably going to go up the middle or outside to Rakeel.
That worked before. Let's see if they'll do it again. And Jalen Rusher is going to take it up the middle this time.
Looks like they're going to go nowhere.
Yep, going nowhere is Jalen Rusher.
Even if they did go nowhere, it seems like they're getting more yards than Madison County is. Because to the regular observer, it seems like Madison County has had more negative than positive yardage.
So even if Cedar Shoals kicks a field goal here, they're still only going to be up by 2 possessions. So you can tell that this offense really wants to get into the end zone, go by 3 potentially before the second half ends. Under a minute to go. Let's see what they can do.
Even if they don't get
Tight end
this.
formation, hand it off, bounce to the outside, cut it in the middle.
Looks like it's going to be successful for the first down, so it's going to be about first. It is going to be first and goal from the 2-yard line. It looks
right
like
around the 2. Yep. 43 seconds for Cedar Shoals to work. Try and get into this end zone.
as we've witnessed before, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take many seconds for the game to change. Right up the middle. Looks like they're going to be a little bit short. They still have 27 seconds to work with, but the clock is running. Let's see if they can play the clock smart.
They do have a timeout remaining, so they can stop the clock if they need to.
Run up the middle again.
And looks like they're going to be short again, waiting on the referee signal. Yep, short again.
It looks like it's going to be a fumble.
Oh.
Cedar's going to fumble it at the 1 yard line and give it up.
With 5 seconds remaining in the game, Cedar Shoals fumbles the ball. Missed opportunity there by Cedar Shoals, and
looks like I should have kept my fingers crossed when I said we were unfazed by the slippery ball.
yeah, really let themselves go there. Now Cedar Shoals just not able to go up by 3 possessions, because it'll likely be 11-0 at the end of the first half. See what Madison County does here. Likely probably take a knee.
If I were to guess, they would probably either run the clock out just so they can get the half over, or they'd go deep.
So yeah, it looks like they're going to take a knee here.
Oh, it looks like they're actually going to do the triple option.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're going to run it up the middle with 4 seconds left.
And that should run out the clock. And that is the end of the first half. Cedar Shoals 11 and Madison County 0. Number 35 Conyers and number 17 Joyers are the key
Rakeel Willingham has 20 yards, while number 35 already in the first half
has 101 yards. So number 35 did break the 100-yard rushing mark at the first half. So that is going to end the first half. Cedar Shoals 11, Madison County nothing.
welcome back to our second half coverage. Jaguars up 11-0 against the Madison County Red Raiders.
And they will get the ball to start the second half.
Key plays that Cedar needs to watch out for is the slippery ball. They did have one fumble while they were on the Madison County 1 yard line, which really hurt them.
Right. Field conditions are drying up a little bit. There are some water puddles here and there. It is a little bit muddy, but for the most part, they have been able to, the running backs at least, have been able to get their footing really and establish themselves into this game. One key thing for Madison County would be to hold on to the football and really try and get that running game going, try and get some offensive yards, really try and force Cedar Shoals outside or off the field and contain their run game. While for Cedar Shoals, the key is those red zone finishes. You have to finish in the red zone, get those scores, and go up big.
Yeah, as you said, Madison County does need to hold on to the ball because they gave up 3 fumbles in the first half, if I'm not mistaken.
And that defense really does need to clamp down. Jordavian Colbert already has 101 yards on the game in the first half.
Raquel Willingham having 20 yards too.
And a touchdown. And Jalen Rusher has his first touchdown of the season as a 3-yard slant to Rakeem.
And we can't forget about the Jaguar defense, who has already in the first quarter gotten a safety on Madison County. So that was a good way to start off
and also
the season.
Special teams has been able to get some really good field position. Another thing that Cedar Shoals will have to look out for is penalties. That has been really affecting this team throughout the game. Let's see if they can cover up their mistakes here, as Wolfang will get this game underway, or get this second half underway for the Cedar Shoals Jaguars.
Yeah, as you said, these flags, they need to watch out for them because as they keep building up momentum and then the flags are just tumultuous to it.
So here we go, Wolfang ready to get this second half underway. Student section's into it. Can Madison County come back, or will the Cedar Shoals Jaguars prevail? Let's see here. Kickoff low, kickoff to right around the 10-yard line, but it is going to go out of bounds, so it's going to be placed on the 35-yard line.
But it's going to be a flag because it touched out of bounds immediately.
Right. So Madison County with a chance to cut into this lead, make it a one-possession game.
Madison County starting off at, I believe, the 26-yard line, or 20. I can't really tell.
So let's see if Colton Smith, quarterback from Madison County, if he can lead this team down the field, or if the Cedar Shoals Jaguars defense will prevail yet again. Here we go to start off the second half.
It was a good kick by Wolfang, but it did go out of bounds, causing it to be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And it is going to be stopped.
Triple option is going to cause negative yardage for Madison County.
Jaguars defense, first play of the game, already all over that play. So now it's going to be second and around 13 or 12. So here we go.
Let's see if the Jaguar defense can force another fumble or force a punt.
It is second down, so here we go. One receiver to the right, one receiver to the left. 3 backs in the backfield. They love that triple offense.
It seems like that's the only offense they know how to run is the triple. It's effective sometimes, but obviously not much against this Jaguar defense.
And he's going to pitch it here. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get all the way down to past the 40-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and around 7.
I think it's going to be 3rd and around 5, maybe. It was a gain of 7 yards.
So that's
it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Right in the middle. So here we go, 3rd and 6. It looks like there's going to be a timeout. Or is there? The players are going back to the sideline.
Looks like about a minute in, there's already a timeout. That is not a timeout. A Madison County player is injured.
Oh. Yeah, he's down on the sideline, closer to the opposing bench. The huddle is.
It looks like he's down for the count. I can't imagine what it would be like getting injured in the first game of the season.
That has to be a killer there for that player, that young man.
All of Madison County's sidelines is on one knee, hoping that he's okay.
And hopefully he is. You'd hate to see a young man like that go down.
Looks like they're helping him out.
The players are going back onto the field.
And he is going to hobble off the field, thankfully. That is number 16, Devin Wellborn.
So key loss at the wide receiver position. So let's see if they can fill in. Not much depth at that position because of the triple read option.
Seems to be a flag.
But he's
it's
very
either
key.
an offsides or an offsides on the Jaguars.
It is. That's going to help Madison County.
As we said earlier, the key for Cedar this half is to cut down on those flags, but it seems like they're off to a rough start.
Yep, flags still having an effect on this game for Cedar Shoals. Now making it more manageable for them to run that triple read offense.
Now it is 3rd and 1 at the 44-yard line for Madison County.
Here we go, quarterback under center. Gonna take a snap, hand it off. No, he's gonna pitch it. Can he get there? Looks like Cedar Shoals is there, but
down.
He is, but there is a flag on the play.
Let's see what it is.
We're waiting on the flag to see what it is. There's been 2 flags thrown on the field. Madison County would have had the first down, but we'll see what these flags are.
It is a holding against Madison County.
So that is going to set them back for 3rd and long. And already without their key wide receiver, passing is going to be difficult for Madison County and Colby Smith. Not much depth at that position.
They're going to be at a 3rd and 9 position.
Relying heavily on the running backs and the fullback. So let's see what they can do here.
They lost the key wide receiver in their triple option plays. But let's see if they can keep the momentum going.
So here we go. They have Adam Eccles out wide. Looks like he is going to look to throw to him. He has a wide open man, and he's going to get the first down and more. That looks like to be Martavian Cooper. So he's going to have the first down off the short little flat route. I'm sorry, excuse me. Number 20, Dayton Gresham, the fullback.
It looks like the student section for Cedar Shoals did not like that, whatever it was.
They don't like their team losing. That's what
I don't blame them.
I don't either. So here we go under center, 1st and 10. And
run up the middle. Looks like it's going to get them 1 yard, if any. Maybe 2. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8 at the Jaguar 49-yard line.
Boy, key opportunity missed by the Jags. With penalties plaguing them early, they could have had a chance to get off the field early on a 3rd and long. They were not expecting that pass play. And now Madison County is going to be able to continue this drive, trying to cut the lead in half. Or cut it.
It looks like they're going to go back into that repetitive triple option. Number 3
they
moving.
pitch it back out. Number 3 gets 5 yards on the carry, so now it's going to be 3rd and 5 at around the 45-yard line of the Cedar Shoals Jaguars. Looks like a substitution here for Cedar Shoals at the defensive position.
I don't think Madison County has had many third downs to converse on, but so far, we just have to wait and see.
So far, they are being pretty efficient on third down. You can tell there are definitely some changes that went on in the locker room.
I don't know if it was a pep talk from the coach or just getting their minds right, but whatever it was working.
So here we go. 3rd and 4. Can they convert another third down conversion? A flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game that's going to set them back to a 3rd and 9 position yet again.
Seems like flags are just plaguing both sides.
Earlier it was Cedar Shoals that really was affected by these flags, but now Madison County with the delays of game and the holding penalty. Now they're having their offensive field position being set back. Let's see what they can do here now. 3rd and 9. Will they pass again? And will Cedar Shoals be ready for it?
They're going to set up at even field at the 50-yard line. They're running a triple option again.
They are going to hand it off, and Cedar Shoals is ready, starting them right then and there. So Cedar Shoals catches a break with the penalty, and they end up getting the stop.
Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 8 at the 49-yard line.
And the special teams unit is coming out onto the field, so a good stop by Cedar Shoals. And now they're going to be able to get Cyalan Rusher to start the second half. Or first start in the second half.
They have Jaden Williams in the backfield returning the punt. Let's see if they can get some positive yardage with this. Or if he's going to fair catch it like last time. The punt is up. It's a very short
punt. But it is going to take a Madison County bounce all the way down to the 14-yard line.
Not the kind of positive yardage that the Jaguars wanted.
So back up to the 14-yard line. Cyalan Rusher is going to have to try and lead his team 86 yards down to try and score and go up by 3 possessions. Let's see if he can do it.
Pretty decent punt by Madison County. Got them, pushed the Jaguars back to the 14-yard line. Usually when the Jaguars pull out the special teams, they get to about the 40-yard line. But
here we go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 backs to the backfield. Cyalan Rusher under center. He's going to hand it off to the back, straight up the middle, and that's going to go nowhere. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
2nd and 8, sorry.
2nd and 8, oh, okay.
So
not necessarily nowhere. He did gain 2 yards. So here we go, Cyalan Rusher. Someone just threw their towel onto the field. And good running room, good cuts by the running back, Colbert, able to get positive yardage. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 from about the 24-yard line. Let's see what Cyalan Rusher can do with this.
3rd and 1, bunch formation. They're going to hand it off, but Madison County is all over it. It's going to be a yard of loss of yardage on the play.
They're going to push them back to about the, I think it's the 12-yard line.
12-yard line, and Gabe Bush is now on the field to punt the football. So here we go. So Madison County is able to get the stop inside Cedar Shoals 20. Now Gabe, a low snap. He is able to get it off, though. Fortunate break. Oh, it is a muff punt. Still muffed. and he's going to be tackled at the 39-yard line. So there you can already see slippery balls plaguing both teams on the snap for Cedar Shoals and on the return for Madison County. Nothing too costly for both teams.
Obviously, you can tell that Madison County is stepping up their defense and their offense.
Yeah.
Usually,
And
on
both
those
teams,
defensive plays, they would have slipped up.
and both teams have to be extra careful in holding on to this football while they run.
We had about an hour delay earlier, so it put the field in about a marshy condition. So
here we
obviously
go.
the football is going to be in a very
Kobe
damp
Smith under
state.
center. He's going to take it himself and get.
About a 1 yard gain.
Yep, it's going to be 2nd and 9. Second down and 8, sorry.
The Jaguar defense already set up, hoping for another fumble. But it doesn't look like Madison County is going to give up one like they did in the first
So
half.
they are going to pitch the ball here, and he's able to get a little bit of room. Going to be 3rd and manageable now, right around 3rd and 3. That pitch has been working pretty well for Madison County. So far, they've been mainly going up the middle, either the quarterback keeper or handing it off to the fullback. But now they've begun to spread the field. It's really been helping them, getting them into these 3rd and manageables.
3rd and 2 from the 48. Let's see if they can squeeze this through. Jaguar defense trying to play tight.
Showing blitz. They do blitz, but they are not able to contain the left outside, and it is going to be a 1st down for Madison County as they move the chains.
Red Raiders running back Douglas Willingham able to slip through the Jaguar defense to get a 1st down.
So now the ball will be at the 46-yard line. 1st
2
and
minutes
10.
and 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Still scoreless though for Madison County.
Well, looks like that's going to be.
Fumble on the snap.
There is a flag on the play. Could have been a false start on Madison County.
Seems like it's going to be a false start on the center, I'm guessing. Either that or his hands weren't ready.
If that is a false start, that's going to be the 3rd penalty so far in the 2nd half that has set them back on a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 and pushed them back to like a 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8.
Seems like the flags just can't stop hitting.
But it is going to be 2nd and 10.
Flip to number 3.
And now it's going to be.
Seems like it's going to be a fumble on the play.
No, I think he fell on it.
Able
Yes,
to
he
save
did
it
fell
once
on
again.
it. So now it is going to be 3rd and around 7.
That
for
is
the Red
Madison
Raiders.
County's 3rd fumble that they've been able to recover themselves. It's their 4th fumble overall, I believe. It's their 2nd this possession night.
So here we go, 3rd and 7 for the Red Raiders. Let's see if they can capitalize yet again.
Setting up the triple option.
And he's going around the field. He's going to throw it to the quarterback, and he's actually just going to throw it out of bounds. Cedar Shoals defense all over that play, and it is going to be another 4th and 7 set up by Cedar Shoals. So back and forth, here we go between these two teams.
An almost identical position as last possession, as they were 4th and long at about the 45-yard line.
And now it is 4th and 7 at the 43. They are I do not see the punter on the field.
Seems like almost a bold play by Madison County going for it with 4th and 7. With 1 minute left in the third quarter. There's still a whole quarter to go and they're going for it.
We'll see what exactly they're discussing here. The flag on the play.
Number 2 for Madison County obviously doesn't like that.
Could be a personal foul. Could have been chirping at the referee. Maybe saw something he didn't like on the previous play.
Seems like both sides don't like what they've seen this game. That is going to be against Madison County. Seems like a personal foul.
It is going to be a personal foul.
So that's going to be a big yardage loss. I believe it's a 10 or 15 yard penalty, if I believe.
Which is huge because that'll give Cedar Shoals a little bit more breathing room if they can get a good return on this punt. Possibly get out of their own red zone.
Looks like they're going to be set up at 4th and 17.
And Jaden Williams is going back deep to return, and the special teams unit is coming out for Cedar Shoals.
So they've decided to punt after that flag. That obviously put them back because they were trying to converse on a 4th and 7, which is a very bold move. But they're forced.
And honestly, this is a smarter decision to punt here.
It was a 15-yard penalty. So that'll put them at 4th and 23. Or 22, sorry.
So now they should be able to have some good field position here for Cedar Shoals. Looks like they're going to go for the block here. Sending everyone at the line. And no, they actually do draw some trouble.
Oh.
A muff snap. And Cedar Shoals tackles the punter right around
The 20-yard line.
and they're going to get some excellent field position to start out this drive.
That's going to be 1st and 10 at the Madison County 20-yard line.
So yet again, Butterfingers plaguing this Madison County team, as now Cedar Shoals is closer to the red zone with a chance to go up by 3 possessions.
It almost seems like both teams' biggest enemy is themselves at this point. Obviously, the Jaguars pulling ahead further because Madison County is still scoreless with less than a minute left in the third quarter. What just happened?
So they are bringing it back to the 38. That it must have been where he was originally kneeled down. And he's going to be a quarterback keeper. Jalen Rusher's going to go for the outside. And he's going to muscle his way close to a first down. It's going to be roughly 2nd and 2.
I believe it's 2nd and 4 or 5, actually.
Trying to get the edge there for Jalen Rusher.
Still a great carry by Jalen. He seems to be pulling through a lot for this team.
Jalen's been able to make some really good key reads on these plays, especially on the pass plays.
Really showing himself as a mobility quarterback. Showing his versatility early in the season.
Jalen Rusher is looking to throw here.
And he does throw to Raquel
He
Willingham.
does complete. Oh, drop.
The double teaming does get him there.
I thought he would have had. He would have had possibly Jalen Williams, who was streaking down towards the end zone, but decided to go with Willingham, and it was an incomplete pass. Now that'll bring up 3rd and 4. They're not quite in field goal range, so
They've started to build back up their 3rd down conversions. Let's see if they can make this one.
So he's going to hand the ball off. And
Run up the middle.
he got
That is
some
going to be a first
space,
down.
And he is going to get the first down.
At about the 18-yard line, he's marked down. That's
So
going to be
it's
first
5
and
seconds to go in the third quarter. They do convert the first down.
10. Down at the 20-yard line.
The flag is down on the play. Let's see what that is.
Still unclear what the flag is, as the refs are going to change it. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Cedar Shoals.
So both teams starting out a little chirpy in this third quarter.
That is going to be a 5-yard penalty.
So
That's going to be 1st and 15 for the Jaguars. At the 25, or no, that is a 15-yard penalty. They're at the 35-yard line now.
So at 35, they are going to have to get this ball past the 21-yard line in order to convert this first down. 1st and 25.
Jalen
He is
Rusher
looking to
stopping
pass.
back.
He's going to go short. And
Passing
able
short
to get
to
a little
Rakim.
bit of room. Gets it all the way back to around the 30. And that is going to end the third quarter. The Cedar Shoals Jaguars 11, Madison County 0. Both teams have not been able to score in this half. And we are back live. Cedar Shoals is able to gain a first down on that last play.
They were actually
Colbert.
able to gain 11 yards, which is good, but they're still 3rd and 14.
Or sorry, 11. That's right. It is 3rd and 14. The penalty did set them back, having to make up a lot of yards.
Ball's on the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can pull off this 3rd down conversion, which they haven't had much success earlier, but they're trying to pull back.
So Jalen Rusher's going to drop back for the pass. He's going to go deep.
Pass to Akil Williams.
And
Touchdown!
go! Caught, touchdown.
That is gonna be a
Cedar Shows Jalen Rusher with an absolute dot to Raquel Willingham. Wow, what a play by Jalen over there.
What a snag by number 17, Raquel Willingham. Absolutely just putting his hands out there and just making a miraculous play.
the main talk coming into the game was how Jalen Rusher could run the ball, but he's been able to throw the ball as well with already two passing touchdowns in this game. Jalen Rusher is really proving himself.
Number 6, Gabe Bush with the kick.
High
The
snap,
kick is
and the
good.
kick is good. Cedar Shoals going up 18-0 on the Red Raiders to start the fourth quarter.
What a way to start off. Second and about 21, able to go in 2 plays to a touchdown.
And a really good pass by Jalen Rusher, throwing to the back shoulder of Akil Willingham with man-on-man coverage. He's able to go up and get that ball and land right in the end zone.
Honestly, just an amazing combination of plays.
So that was a great pass by Jalen Rusher.
Just Raquel Willingham able to shake off the double team that was on him to pull off a touchdown. That's just insane. So now they're going to hand it off to Will Fang for the kickoff.
So Will Fang is going to kick this ball off. And what a bang to start out this fourth quarter. So now lining up for the kickoff is Will Fang.
And number 3 for Madison County, Martavian Cooper, trying to receive the kick.
The line drive kick here is going to go deep. It's going to go for a touchback. So they will get the ball at the 25-yard line.
Can we just talk about the chemistry between Jalen Rusher and Raquel Willingham? They've just been back and forth all game, going from just screen passes to that amazing snag.
And you can tell this kid really is coming onto this stage and lighting it up for Cedar Shoals, showing composure on his first game, proving himself worthy on this team.
Definitely proving himself worthy to replace Keanu Smith, who was a big impact on the Jaguars last year.
So Madison County, let's see if Colby Smith can have an answer. His team right now down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They do rush to the left side of the field.
Number 2, Douglas Willingham, able to get a few yards, but not much. Able to pick up 4 yards there, so now it's 1st and 6 for the Madison County Red Raiders.
Yes, indeed it is.
Now on the 24-yard line.
So 2nd and 6 here for the Red Raiders. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Obviously pulling a triple option again.
And
Trying to
go
utilize
up the
it, but
middle.
it's not going to get
Goes
them
nowhere.
many yards.
So now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not the kind of start you're looking for if
About
you're
3rd
Madison
and
County.
6 or 5. 3rd and 5.
This
Sorry,
could
3rd
likely
and
be the
4.
game for Madison. Down 3 possessions. They have to get a score here. Otherwise, winning this game is going to be unlikely for them.
They only have less than 10 minutes left in the final quarter, and they have to be able to get at least 3 touchdowns to even think about winning. Handoff to
Try and
number
run
3.
it back to the outside. He's going to reverse field. And he's going to have a little bit of a lane. He's going to get the 1st down for sure. Stopped right past the 35-yard line. And that's going to start getting the gears to start working right there for Madison County. A key 1st down. We'll see if that can spark a little bit of momentum in this team.
Oh no, another Madison County player injured on the field. We were talking about before the game how this field could manage to injure a few people as it's so slippery. And so far it seems like Madison County was just not ready for this kind of condition.
There was a little bit of a question whether or not this game was even going to be played, as it was really pouring. At one point it was hailing. We have been able to obviously get this game underway, but the field conditions, as you said, partner, really plaguing both teams. And here we have our second injury for Madison County.
Our crosstown school didn't actually play their game that was scheduled for tonight because it was raining so much. But I guess we got the good hand of it, even though it was pouring down for a very long time. It looks like number 3 was helped off the field.
So here we go. Madison County will be able to.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that was Martavian Cooper, their running back. Backing him up is Tito Gaines, number 21.
Martavian Cooper did happen to be a very big influence on the team, having a lot of their rushing plays. Run up the middle, got them about 6 yards, setting them up at the 41-yard line.
And you can see a little bit of temper starting to flare. Both teams seem to be a little bit chirpy, as you saw that the downfield blocker getting it into a little bit of hands with the safety for Cedar Shoals.
And you could tell that they were going to get chirpy early on in the game when they kept exchanging words with the officials, that it got them both in unsportsmanlike conduct.
And up the middle, he's going to have a first down, but then leveled right at the 50. Madison County is starting to move the change, but they obviously having to keep an eye on that precious clock winding down. As they get these first downs, they do have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Only 8 minutes and 30 seconds and counting for them to get 3 touchdowns, which is very unlikely if they do it. They're going to set up at even at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 for Madison County.
Keep in mind, Madison County is still scoreless despite how many drives they've had this game. Run up the middle. It's going to get them about 4 yards and set them up at the 46-yard line in Jaguar territory.
Yeah, like you said, partner, time possession definitely favors Madison County by a lot. But Cedar Shoals has been able to force them off the field when it mattered, and they've been able to capitalize.
Honestly, it just feels like the pressure against Madison County that Cedar Shoals is putting on them is just overwhelming them. Like, they're obviously able to pull off a few good plays, but it doesn't seem enough to get them at least a field goal.
So they hand it off to the fullback, and he's going to get close to another first down. So it's going to be
about
a yard or
3rd and
2 short.
3rd and 1, actually. Doesn't seem like both of Madison County's injuries has really put them down at all. It seems like they're just fighting out and keep going. If anything, it seems like they're doing better.
So here we go, 3rd and 2, Madison County in Cedar Shoals territory. They will have to capitalize here. And
it does seem like they got the first down. They're at about the 38-yard line.
they did get the first down. The time is winding down. They are going to have to get some more yardage fast.
Six minutes and 30 seconds and counting on the clock. Squeezing down on Madison County.
Flag on the play.
Flag
Looks
on
like it's
the
going
play.
to be a false start on Madison County.
Nope,
No,
that
it's
is
going to be
a
on Cedar Shoals. Offsides.
either way, these flags are just ripping through both teams. It seems like they just can't get a break. Obviously, it's early in the season, but they've been practicing, and it just seems like they can't get the time management skills correct.
Well, yeah, so one thing, that's one main focus that Cedar Shoals is going to have to focus on throughout the season is not getting those flags and really staying composed in these games. And that's going to go for roughly no gain.
Madison County gonna stay put. Almost like once the Jaguar defense gets going, just Madison County is just stationary. Once the Jaguar defense gets the momentum that they need, they're just just a train running through everything. As
I
you could
will
tell in
say
the first quarter when they got
They
that
have
safety.
gone away from pitching it to the outside and trying to get the edge on the field. That has been mainly working for Madison County. But they've really gone away from that now. Now they do run the pitch, but cuts it back to the inside, and they should have a first down.
A little bit short, it seems, as the first down is at the 35, or the 29-yard line as they make it to the 30.
It is going to be a first down. With roughly 5 minutes remaining.
No, it is not. It is going to be 3rd and 2
Oh,
at
it
the
is.
31-yard
32.
line. With 5 minutes left. I highly doubt they're going to be able to get the 3 touchdowns that they need.
Time is winding down for this team. They're going to have to get it into the end zone, and they're going to have to get it fast.
They
They
did
do
get
run
the
off the
first
field.
down there, which is going to stop the clock, I believe.
It is going to stop the clock until they can reset the chains.
They're at about the 25-yard line, and as you can tell, the Cedar Shoals student section is just roaring at this point.
Yeah, to close out the game. The band is into it. The student section is into it. The fans are into it. They want to hold this team scoreless before this game can end.
Obviously, Cedar Shoals pulling through heavy in their early season scrimmage. I believe the score was 45 to like 3. And obviously they're showing their offense and defense.
So he is going to pass it, and it's going to
Throw
be
it away, but there is
incomplete.
nobody where he was trying to throw it. So I believe that's going to be
Intentional
intentional grounding. Yeah.
That is a huge penalty mistaken. We will see if he actually got outside the pocket.
So that is going to be a huge mistake, and that's going to negatively impact Madison County heavily. But it seems like the Jaguars are really into it. So I guess we'll see where this goes.
The refs are talking about it.
Officials discussing it with Coach Riles for the Jaguars.
The ref has picked up one of the flags.
It's unclear to me why Coach Riles is arguing. Because it's going to be, if anything,
Should be.
I believe it's going to be intentional grounding on Madison County.
They should be discussing whether or not he wants to accept or decline the penalty.
Either
Coach
that,
Riles is about
either that or the officials have made their second mistake of the game, and it wasn't intentional grounding.
Coach Riles is about 5 yards into the field. The refs are still gathering around, discussing this penalty. If I had to take a guess, they should be discussing whether or not he got out of the pocket. But other than that, I did not see anything else on the play that could have caused a flag.
It is going to be against Madison County. That's going to put them at about 2nd and 15, I believe.
So yes, it is going to be against Madison County.
It is going to put them 2nd and 15 at the 30-yard line with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
The flags are plaguing them here in this game. That's been the main story throughout this game. The flags that have been setting them back, even when they started out the second half, they had that early drive kind of going for them, but the flag set them back to 3rd and long. So now they're going to hand it off to the fullback.
Not going to get them much.
He is not going to get that much yards.
They are going to say he was down at about the 29-yard line.
So it's
No,
gonna-
at the 30-yard line, actually. That is going to put them at 3rd and 15.
2nd and 15. But the clock is winding down.
All the clock is doing for Madison County is just putting a tighter chokehold on them. It seems like it's just impossible for them to come back at this point. With an 18, they still stay scoreless with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left and counting in the fourth quarter.
They have used about 5 minutes on this possession. And he's going to pitch it outfield, and that is also going to get them nowhere, so it's going to be 3rd and 15.
That looks like it's got them about 6 yards there. So it's going to be 3rd and,
yes.
I believe, 9.
Yes, they got back to the original James. You're right. So it is going to be 3rd and 10. But still a long distance for Madison County.
They need at least 25 yards to get a touchdown, which will at least put them on the board, which has not happened so far this game.
Yeah, field goal at this point late in the game with under 3 minutes left is not going to help Madison County here. They're going to have to put this ball into the end zone if they want a chance to win this game. And they are going to run it. They're going to pitch it outside. He's trying to get the edge. He does get the edge. He's get all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Got him down
be
at
first
about the
and
9.
goal.
So now all they need is 9 yards to get this 6 points that they need, and maybe even
They should be
extra
pushing
point or
the
2
tempo
point
here. The offense is not showing that much urgency. Clock is really winding down.
Madison County offense is just lollygagging on and off the field when they should be sprinting, because they only have less than 2.5 minutes left in the final quarter of their first game, and they seem nonchalant about it. Like this game is just going to unfaze them.
They are lined up now. 1st and goal. They're going to try and punch it into the inside. That is going to get them roughly 4 yards.
So it is going to be about second. It's still 2nd and goal, but it's going to put them on
2nd and 7.
about the 7-yard line.
So 7 yards to the end zone.
If they keep pulling this play that they've done,
Now
it's
under
not
2
going to get
minutes
them
to go.
anywhere. It seems like the only play that they've pulled this whole game is just their triple option, which hasn't really put them anywhere, especially not on the board.
And now he's going to go for the outside. He's going to get the
I
touchdown.
stand corrected.
Kobe
He did
Smith.
get the touchdown. Kobe Smith. Just a run straight to the outside and the right side.
So Madison County denies Cedar Shoals of potentially shutting them out. They are going to come up with some points on the board.
So far, that is not enough to keep them
They
in
should.
the game, though. They have less than 1.5 minutes left on the clock, and they've just now gotten their first points on the board.
They should be going for 2 here so that they can cut the lead to 10. So it would be a touchdown and a
They're
field
still
goal.
going. They're going for the
Oh
extra
no,
point.
they are going to go for the extra point.
Honestly,
A wiser decision would be to go for 2. but they instead
the
they-
very wiser decision would be to go for 2.
They are gonna
Because
kick
with
the
this
extra
much
point
time
here.
left in the game,
And it is
There-
blocked.
it's blocked, but there is also a flag. It looks like it's going to be offsides on the Jaguars, though.
Does
But
that
let's see.
potentially influence their decision to go for it closer to the end zone?
Maybe they predicted that just the flag guarding on is just unstoppable.
Not a lot of urgency from this offense, like you said, partner. The 2 main things that have really been working for Madison County is trying to get the ball to the edge with the crossing routes and the
It
pitches
looks like
out
they're going to go
outside.
for 2 now.
They are going to go for 2 now. But
Clock still at 124.
if Madison County is able to get this ball back after the 2-point conversion, the one thing they're going to have to do is they're going to have to spread the field more open instead of just trying to drive it in to the middle of the field.
It is going to be a timeout for the Red Raiders, I believe.
They want to decide, go over this decision one more time, whether or not they want to go for 2.
I believe it would be a much wiser decision to go for 2 because they have less than 1.5 minutes on the board, and they only have 6 compared to the Jaguars, who have 3 times the points as them. And it just seems like an extra point would do nothing compared to a 2-point conversion, which would basically also do nothing, but it would at least put them up 1 more point. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. If you go for a 2-point conversion, get the onside kick, go down and score a touchdown. There's likely going to be, if they do score quickly enough, spread the ball like I talked about, there's likely going to be around 30 seconds left. So if they go for the onside kick, they get the ball around midfield, they're going to have a chance to run 1 or 2 more play, like actually more like 4 plays. Try and get into field goal range and get this thing into overtime. But they're going to have to get this 2-point conversion first. Let's see if they can get it, or if the Cedar Shoals defense will stop them here. The band is loud, the fans are loud. They want to see their defense prevail. And they're going to bounce it to the outside, and
The 2-point
he got
conversion
it.
is going to be
It
good.
is. So it is going to cut it to 18-8.
They're still down by 10, though, with still less than a minute and a half on the board. Can they squeeze it out with an onside kick, or are they just going to kick it? Hope for a fumble or an interception. Just any type of turnover. I guess we'll see.
They are going to have to try this onside kick if they want a chance at getting this ball. Otherwise, Cedar Shoals is going to be able to run out the clock. As for Madison County, only has 2 timeouts remaining.
Honestly, though, with the defense that the Jaguars have been showing all game, it almost seems like them doing an onside kick at this point is just giving up, because especially the special teams defense, comparing to like kickoffs and stuff, they're just gonna give up, because just the Jaguar defense has just shown to be so strong. I believe they are doing an onside kick.
They should be. They do have 5 guys lined up to the left of the kicker. 4 guys lined up to the right. Cedar Shoals in a similar formation. Going
Obviously,
for the
Madison
onside
County
kick.
are going to try their best to get the ball back, but just their luck with getting the ball back has
Cedar
just not been
Shoals
good.
does recover the ball at the 40-yard line. So with that, they should be able to run out the clock with 1 minute and 22 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Should just be a couple knees for Jalen Rusher.
Keep in mind, though, the Madison County still has 2 timeouts left. So even if they do take a knee, they can just stop the clock with a timeout.
That is true. They will need to get actually a couple at least another first down before they run out the clock completely. But it is going to put a lot of time out.
Looks like they're going to set up in the I formation.
Which is smart. Definitely do not want to get a turnover. You need to run this ball up the middle of the field if you're the Jaguars.
They're going to
No, they are going to pass. No, Jalen Rusher is going to actually keep it himself and run.
got about 7 yards on that play. That'll put him at 3 yards on that play. Going to put him at about 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The clock is still running. They still have not called timeout.
Honestly, at this point in the game,
They might be
less
waiting.
than a minute left, and Madison County has 2 timeouts, and the clock is just running out, just squeezing their neck tighter as they just move on.
They could be waiting till after this play possibly to call the timeout.
Another I formation. It does not seem like Jalen
But they do
Rusher is
have
going
2
to.
receivers to the right. They do hand it off and gets
Hand off up
roughly
the middle,
a
got them
yard.
about 2 yards.
And now they called timeout. Oh, wait. No, they don't. Clock is still running.
23 seconds and counting with a 3rd and 5 situation. I think they're just counting on getting the ball on a turnover, even though there's 15 seconds left.
Does not look like the Red Raiders are going to call timeout. Looks like they're going to just
Looks like
end
that's
up
the game.
winding the game out.
So that's the game. Jaguars 18, Red Raiders 8.
Yes, it is. Final score, Jags 18, Red Raiders 8. I do think that the Red Raiders could have showed a little bit more urgency trying to get the ball downfield that last stretch. They were able to get a little bit of things going on for them at the opening of the second half, but then those penalties really plagued them. And another thing that really plagued them was turnovers. The ball was fumbled a lot. Cedar Shoals defense was able to step up. And how about Jalen Rusher? This kid coming in to fill in the senior quarterback from last year's shoes, and he does a tremendous job passing the ball, showing people that not only can he run the ball, but he is a prolific passer. And Jalen Rusher has really stepped up this game, stayed composed throughout, and when he's had the opportunities, which hasn't been much, he's been able to capitalize.
Yeah, Jalen Rusher just showing off his mobility and his versatility at the same time. Just going over and over, just running it, and then just throwing it too with people like Raquel Willingham, who ended up with 2 touchdowns.
And how about the Jags defense, able on long possessions to stop Madison County, and Cedar Shoals able to capitalize. Jalen Rusher with 2 passing touchdowns, Willingham with 2 receiving touchdowns.
Jaguar defense forcing, I believe, 5 fumbles, but only returning 1 of them.
And all this on a day where we thought this game was going to be canceled due to lightning and thunder and rain and hail. But the Cedar Shoals Jaguars are able to prevail, and they're able to get the win. Final score, Jaguars 18, Red Raiders 8.
Thank you for watching the NFHS Network and the showing of the Cedar Shoals Jaguars game versus the Madison County Red Raiders.
I'm Cyalan Easwaran. This is Patrick Redmond standing right next to me. We are signing off.